Good day. Welcome to MyHealth Cebu. So today's show is going to be different because we are going to use a different format. We are going to do a simple experiment on the very popular UVC or the UVC lights, gadgets that you see around that we are sold in order to prevent the spread of COVID-19 and other bacteria and viruses. So UVC light has been around for several years. It's been used in the hospital setting in order to disinfect rooms and surfaces. So with the gadgets which are out there, which include our sanitation bags, our UVC sticks, as well as the wands, you will see how effective these gadgets are with the use of UVC light to disinfect our surfaces. So come join us in this experiment. So we start with our eyeglasses. So we take the sterile swab, apply it in the sterile water that has been provided by the kit, take our glasses, and then we take a swab. So we do the frames, including the ones for the ears and the bridge of the nose, and we apply that to our gel here on the left side. Okay. You make sure that the bacteria, if it's present, has been introduced to the agar gel. We do the same for money. Take our swab, put in water, apply it on the surface of the money, front and back. Get our agar plates, puts it on the left side. Next, we do it for the watch. We apply water on the sterile swab. We apply it on the surface of the watch, the face, the wrist, front and back. And then apply it now to the left side of the agar plate. And our last surface is the cell phone. Again, a sterile swab, apply sterile water, apply the front, swab all surfaces of the front, apply the back surface. And then you apply to your agar plates on the left side. So those are our agar swab applications after swiping the surfaces of the different materials that we are using prior to the exposure to UVC light. We are now going to take out the items from the bag. They have been exposed to UVC light for at least 3 minutes. So we take out our glasses, the watch, the phone, and the money. We're going to set the UVC bag aside. And start to do our swabs again. Okay, so again, we apply alcohol. So we will take our plates and then we will arrange them. So again, for our glasses, here's the money, the watch, and the phone. We take our sterile swab, take the sterile water, swab our money, front, then back, apply it on the plate. Next, we do the same process with the phone. Take a sterile swab, apply water, apply on the surface of the phone, front and back. And we apply that to our plates. Next, we do the similar process to the watch and the eyeglasses. Swab, moisten the tip with sterile water, swab the surface of the watch, front and back, making sure we get all surfaces, then apply to the plate. And then finally, we do the same thing to the set of eyeglasses. And now we wait for the bacteria to grow and see the differences between the surfaces of those that have been exposed to UVC light and those which have not. And we hope that in our little experiment we will see a difference between those that have been exposed and unexposed. So kanang join us as we proceed with our little experiment, Ana. Yeah. So join us again for as we journey into discovering whether our little experiment is successful in determining a difference between growth from swabbed areas of surfaces which have been exposed and not exposed to UVC light. So welcome back to MyHealth Cebu and our little experiment on the effects of UVC or UV light on the growth of bacteria on certain surfaces. So yesterday we were able to swab surfaces such as a watch, a pair of eyeglasses, and then there's money, and then our phone, and these were the surfaces that we then exposed to UV light, and then afterwards did another swab to compare the growth of bacteria on these different items. So today is day 1. This is 24 hours since we first swabbed them, and from that we can see in the money agar plate there is already some growth on the side of the surface that was swabbed without exposure, whereas the one that had exposure does not have growth. The other plates do not show any significant signs of bacterial growth yet, and we will continue to monitor in the days to come. So for me this is a little exciting because we see some differences, and it seems as though even as early as now there are some changes with regards to exposure of UV light and its effect on bacterial growth. So come join us tomorrow as we continue to explore how the bacteria has grown in the same plates, and we will see if there is a significant difference in the next couple of days. So come join us again tomorrow as we look at the results for our little experiment on UVC light. Good day and welcome back to our series on UV light and its effect on the growth of bacteria on certain surfaces. So you are coming in on our day 4 of this experiment. So today we're going to look back at the surfaces that we swabbed on the agar plates before and after UV light exposure. So a brief review of what we've done. We have 4 surfaces, and these 4 surfaces were both exposed to UV light, swabbed, and then we wanted to see the difference between the growths of bacteria on these surfaces. So if we look at it closely now on day 4 of our experiment, we have the money plate, we have the plate where the surface of the phone was swabbed, and the surfaces of the eyeglasses were swabbed, and lastly the one with the watch. So if we look closely at our experiment, let me set this aside so that we can just focus on the plates. So if we look at these 2 plates, money and phone, this side is the side that was not exposed to UV light. So this side, you notice, it is consistently thicker in terms of bacterial growth. And the colonies that you see, these large white circles, are more prominent on the side that was not exposed to UV light. In the side that was exposed to UV light, there are still colonies which are growing. However, it is significantly less compared to the side which was not exposed to UV light. So for our experiment, we exposed these surfaces to approximately 3 minutes in duration. Perhaps in succeeding experiments, we will do something longer to really see if longer duration does affect the growth of bacterial colonies. Now, if we look at the eyeglasses, this particular plate, comparable to the money and the phone plates, the eyeglass plate, the surface which was not exposed to UV light is thicker in terms of bacterial colonies and bacterial growth, and there is less dense bacterial growth on the side that was exposed to UV light on the eyeglasses. So the eyeglasses, this plate, the phone plate, and as well as the money plate are all consistently less in terms of density and size of the colonies of bacteria, bacterial growth, when they are exposed to UV light. However, we have one plate, which is the watch plate, where you see that the colonies are left before and after exposure are comparable to each other. So this tells us that perhaps for this particular surface, the watch, longer exposure of UV light would have been better to be able to see the difference between the two colonies, because here, looking at it grossly, they are comparable to each other. So again, we are now at the day 4 of our experiment, and on day 4 we notice that there are differences between the surfaces that were exposed to UV light and not exposed to UV light in terms of bacterial growth. Those that were exposed to UV light, it is less dense, there are smaller colonies. Those which were not had thicker colonies of bacteria, bigger colonies as well, and there seems to be a more variety of bacterial growth that you see on areas which were not exposed to the UV light. And of the 4 surfaces which we did, the money, the phone, the eyeglasses, there is a significant difference. It is only on the surface of the watch which was not so remarkable in terms of differences. And it could be because the watch has more curves, and there are areas which may not be directly exposed to the UV light, which may explain as to why it has a different result. And we understand that the reason why UV light works in terms of the bacterial and viral death is because when the virus or the bacteria is exposed to UVC light, the molecular bonds are broken, and which inhibits them from replicating. So these results, they actually tell me that UV light does work, but I am now curious to find out if longer exposure of UV light will have an effect. Perhaps instead of using the 3-minute duration of exposure, we'll try 5 minutes and 10 minutes, and we'll compare the results. So that should be an experiment that we will be looking forward to seeing, as we know that UV light does work, but perhaps with longer durations we will see a difference in effects. So thank you for joining us on day 4 of our experiment. It has been a series of observations and our first experiment here at MyHealth Cebu, and we hope to do more experiments in order to prove that certain gadgets and certain techniques for sanitation and for sterilization do work. So in behalf of our crew and myself, thank you for joining us today, and stay safe. Welcome back. We are now on our last day. Today is day 5 of our experiment. We have been looking at the effects of UVC light on surfaces and how it prevents the spread of bacteria and the growth of bacteria. We have been successful with our experiment so far. We tried several surfaces, which included the watch, money, eyeglass frames, as well as the phone. And based on our results, we have found out that it does affect the growth. So if we look at the plates in front of us here, there is going to be a difference if you observe the surfaces which have been exposed and versus those surfaces which have not been exposed to UVC light. So just to remind everybody, this is our eyeglasses. Eyeglass says agar plate, and this is the money agar plate, and this is the phone agar plate. So I have put this forward because you can really tell that there is a difference. On this side, on the left side, consistently, all of these plates on the left side is the side which has not been exposed to UVC light. So if you look at the growths, they are thicker, there are more colonies, and the growth seems to be more diverse. You have white, you have yellow colonies of bacteria, clusters of bacterial growth. And on the sides which have been exposed to UVC light, it is significantly less, although there is still some growth. So there are a few colonies of white and yellow. They are not as plentiful as there was in the area that was not exposed to UVC light. So that was consistent for the phone, the money, and the eyeglasses for our experiment that we have been observing daily for the past 5 days. However, there is one plate which is a little puzzling because the watch, if you look at the left and the right side, there is not a significant difference between the surfaces that were exposed to the UVC light and not exposed to the UVC light. So it is possible that because of the way that the watch was placed in our UVC sterilization box, that some of the surfaces were not directly exposed to the UVC light, which made the bacteria continue to grow. So perhaps in our succeeding experiments, we will do surfaces which have been exposed to longer than the 3 minutes that we did for this particular experiment, and possibly go 5 minutes and 10 minutes and see the effect there. And also try surfaces which are more flat. So the glasses, which are a very thin frame, the money, which was exposed front and back, and as well as the phone, which had also had a flat surface, had similar results. It was in the watch, it had the contours and the sides which may not have been exposed, which gave us results which are not that significant. So again, in closing, we will define that UVC light is a type of light which is used to kill bacteria. It is different from UVA and UVB, which is UVA is for tanning and UVB is something that you see in the environment. UVC is specifically for clinical use, and you should not use it without supervision, or if you do use it, gadgets which protect you and do not expose your skin or your eyes, because the WHO reminds us that if you expose yourself too much to UVC light, it can cause skin irritation, possibly eye irritation as well. So it would be safer if you use a box or a bag for sterilization, or if you do use UVC light, you do leave the room before you expose yourself to it, because it would be safer for you. And going back to the reason why we did this is we wanted to see if there was effect, and indeed there was a difference between surfaces which were exposed to UV and surfaces which are not, and for those which were exposed to UVC, there was a significant decrease in bacterial growth. So that wraps up our 5-day long experiment on UVC light, and we will do another experiment soon, this time using longer exposure to UVC light. And thank you for joining us in this short but interesting display of the effects of UVC on different surfaces. So good day and stay healthy.
Okay, Doc.
Okay.